We are nearing the end of the Synchro era, and you're going to see why when we get to the extra deck. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something with this deck right here is I absolutely freaking love it because I love Wind Synchro. And if this deck didn't suck so much in modern format, I would play it. But you know what? It doesn't. So I'm just going to stick to play in a retro format. That's why I built these things, so I can play Yu-Gi-Oh! That is fun, Yu-Gi-Oh! That relies on skill, and Yu-Gi-Oh! That takes more than 4 turns. Today we are showing off a dragon deck of sorts. It's going to start off with Red Eyes, Dark Mist, Metal Dragon, and go into Dragunity, Arma, Mistletoe, because we are indeed playing Dragunities here. We got 2 copies of it. We got 3 copies of Dragunity Deluxe, as you'd expect. 2 copies of Garuda, the Winning Spirit. We got 1 copy of Militome, and you'll see why in a second. We got 1 copy of Zephyrus, the Elite, to bounce our field spell, and then just keep continuing to summon and summon and summon, because this guy's a level 4 non-tuner wing beast monster, so we can summon all our synchro monsters using him. We got 2 Legionnaire to pop cards on field. He is very good for that. We got 3 Phalanx, as you would expect, because Phalanx is the main little tuner guy who keeps coming back from the spell trap zone, help us keep climbing up and up and up and up. We got an Atlas. You don't know what this does if it is sent from the field to the graveyard. While equipped to a monster, you can destroy any card on the field, so you know what, with Legionnaire, we're going to destroy anything. And also, if he is normal summoned, you can put him in the spell trap to equip him to a monster that you special summon from your hand, so with, and then Militome can summon him, so these cards combo together, and it's nowhere near as bricky as you may think, and you'll see why when we get the spell trap zones. Lastly, we got 1 copy of Maxi, and I don't need to tell you why, because Maxi is just that nice to have. Going on spell traps, we got Dark Hole, Reborn, and Heavy Storm to destroy our back row, with 2 MSTs to help out as well. We got 3 copies of Terraforming, and the reason why is because we got 3 copies of Dragon's Ravine. This card is not a hard once per turn, so Terraforming at Dragon Ravine. You know what, Dragon Ravine, discard Dragon Ravine, activate another Dragon Ravine, discard anything. That is why playing 1 Atlas and 1 Militome actually just gives us more toolbox to work with. It isn't bricky, because Dragon Ravine is just that nice. Got 3 copies of Cards Constants to help us set up, discard our Atlas, discard our Atlas or Phalanx and draw our cards. Got 2 copies of Forbidden Lance because we don't want those traps affecting our dudes while we're comboing off, so we'll play these as well in addition to our MSTs and such. Got a Foolish Burial to put our guys in grave, and a Pot of Avarice to put them back to deck. Moving on to the traps, we got Compulse, Torrential, Mirror Force, Starlight Road, and Judgment. Very standard trap lineup. Moving on to the next trick, we got Trident Dragon, which sure is a joy to play because we can actually use its effects to its full extent. Such a cool card. We got Dragunity Barca, who we can't really summon because it takes a Dragon type tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner wing beast monsters, which means you cannot synchro climb into it, but it is just kind of cool to have. We can barely summon it in some situations, like you need 2 Legionnaire and 9 Phalanx. It's kind of difficult. We got a Flat Roller, Arcane Trap Dragon, Colossal Fighter, Stardust Dragon, Crimson Blader, Dragunity Knight, Valeriana ×3, Dragunity Knight, Guyball, Dragunity Knight, Guy Derg, Just a Catastor, Guy Dragon, a Thunder Charger, which we will be putting on top of Harak Dragon, King of Atum, which will be summoning Red Eyes, Darks, and Metal from a deck, which will be summoning using our money, Vajrayanas, Guy Dergs, and such, because we can synchro 6 that easily in this deck. Well, if you like what you saw, Slippery Spell, come back tomorrow. This is part of a series called Daily Deck Profiles. We'll be uploading a deck profile of over 100 decks that I've built IRL at the exact same time from 2005 all the way to 2014.